using this. All right. So, greetings and welcome to the table in the tavern. My name is Patrick Leon Jenkins, and we're playing a little bit of D&D tonight. And because we're playing D&D, I brought along some friends. We're going to go around the virtual table, introduce all of the characters in our lineup tonight. I'm going to start off with Rogar, of course, to my right, but he's going to type in the little messenger thing as he's a little bit verbally challenged this evening. So while he's doing that, we're going to carry on to Gracie, aka Win. Win, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little about the character you're going to be playing tonight?
Yeah, so my name's Gracie. I've been playing with Pat for about a year and a half now. Been having a grand time. And my character I'm playing tonight, her name is Guinevere, or aka Gwen. She's a fighter / paladin. And she has quite a bit of lore going on. And last time she got equipped with some cool paladin stuff, so that was fun. And hopefully we get to do cool paladin things.
Well, you are a paladin, and if you do things that are cool, that's technically paladin things that are cool. All right, and continuing on, we got we got Ryan, which is going to be playing Spencer. Spencer, why don't you tell us a little about yourself, a little about the character you're going to be playing today?
Spencer would like to tell you about who he is. Hi, I'm Ryan. I am playing a artificer tonight named Spencer. And I can't wait to have so much fun tonight. This is going to be a blast. Can't wait to see what you have in store.
Cool. Hopefully it's not a letdown then. Continuing on, we've got Andrew. Andrew's been playing with for a while as well. I think you're one of the longest players in this particular little group that we've got right now. Aside from Chris, gets on. He technically has veteran status over you, but still,
Right.
You've been playing with me for since we were playing in Abilene. Since I was in
Yep.
Abilene, Texas, that was it's nearly a decade ago.
Give or take. Yeah, no, I'm Andrew, aka Scrappy Doo. Like Matt said, I've been playing with him for a while. Usually a pretty fun time. We play Chase, Pumpernickel, Dinger. Very blunt individual who's ready to use some of his new toys tonight.
Indeed. All right. Well, this okay. Looks like Cody is still typing, so while he's doing that, this stream is powered by W Energy. Head over to w.dg and pick up your W Energy today. You can put in the at checkout, use the promo code Jenkins10 for 10% off your order. Yeah, I have to remember to say the things, and I'll probably drop that into the chat here. Let me go and do things real quick while I'm thinking about it. Meanwhile, we've got a little thing I like to do with, okay, Cody. Hello, I'm Cody. I'm retired, and I've been playing TTRPGs for close to 12 years. I've been playing with Patrick around a year and a half now. Tonight we'll be playing Rogar, a dwarf artificer. Last time I got some artificer gear, so excited to see what's coming tonight. Very good. All right, and in order to go forward, first we must take a step backwards. So, would anyone like to grace us with a recap of what has happened up to this point in the game? First, we must take a step back. Way better. Last time I was doing the stream, I had realized that you guys sounded fine. It's just that with me running the furnace out there. I had my AC on and I had my fan on, and I kind of turned down my mic to kind of compensate for that. Instead, it almost muffled me completely to where you couldn't really hear me unless I turned my volume way up. And so I made an adjustment. I'm just backdooring a little bit. So I'm going to be graced by the same crisp, things that Discord does through the feed, just as you guys are, which will be kind of cool rather than using it as a direct source through the little mixer, blah, blah, blah thing. Just backdooring things. All right, so would anyone like to give us a little recap of what happened the last time we played?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So previously in Auroria, we all got kind of a little Christmas gift from Pat. He gave us some goodies for our adventure. So that was fun. We all got a couple items. Then we learned that a couple things that we needed to do. We needed to get the book back that was in the tomb, or not tomb, crypt that we went into to get the axe. And then we gave it to the masked lady at the Mirror Plaza. So that was the last known location of it. So we gotta get that. And we also want to know where the last brother of the dragons is, which was the steel dragon, I believe.
That's correct.
Yeah. And I believe the eldest one, which is the gold dragon, said that the last known location was he was pretending to be a farmer at a place. So he said that if we get the
in Candor.
in Candor, yeah. And so he said if we get the book, it would actually tell us where to find him so that we can try to get him on our side. And then the third was they were opening the crypts of the, was it Goliath? That was the spirit in the axe.
Goliath. Spirit. What?
Like the thing that was in the axe.
Oh, okay. Talking about Amra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. They had explained to you that when the axe was used, and Amra's spirit was released from the axe, it also basically triggered some stuff going across the lands of Thalia with different crypts that were devoted to Amra's followers, okay, that happened to be scattered across different continents, different areas, as different burials from different battles and so forth that had taken place. Some of them may be considered crypts, others may just be considered a burial mound or whatever. Sometimes, these things happen. The dead begin to walk again. And so a lot of different sigils were put in place, knowing that this was possible to happen with the whole Amra deal, okay, in order to protect against those undead getting out. So you might be reanimated, but you're not going to leave here, okay? Different things were put in place to ensure that by Cal's order way back in the day. Now, that order is long gone, and a lot of those ruins, or a lot of those crypts, or different burials, so forth, have fallen to ruins. So, are those sigils that were keeping them back still intact and doing their job? That's kind of the question. Or is there a undead horde, and what are they doing? Where are they going? We need to put them down. If that's the case. So that's kind of where you are, the unknown. I believe there was a something with a giant dragon that was going around and, destroying areas and so forth. Think about that as
Yeah,
well.
so the big red dragon that got a release from its volcano thanks to Valectria. No, Valencia.
Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia. Yeah, thanks to her. Now, the big red dragon's out. And, we had kind of higher priorities. We could have taking care of it, but, we had other important things to attend to. So it's just kind of flying around, occasionally, burning up places. So,
Burning up places, right? Okay.
yeah. So we have that on our plate as well.
Nice.
So, yeah. That's fun.
Always
But
good times.
I believe we went back to the world tree to gather our things. Kinda, since we kinda left in a hurry, our ship crew was still kinda there. So we came back. I know Spencer and Rogar kinda gave them orders. I went to go visit Zill's grave one last time. And I don't really know what Andrew and Chris were doing, so. But
Andrew and Chris things.
that is true. But yep, and then we got all that sorted out, and we kind of left off the session there. But I think we're gonna head towards Wreckers Bay to Terranova.
Okay.
I feel like that's wrong. Isn't that what the town was called?
Veritha. Okay.
Verita.
The
I
Jewel of the
wasn't even
Sands.
close.
These are all fantasy names that, to be honest, I don't even know that I'm pronouncing them correctly. I just kind of about soup kind of make up names.
Right. No, I get it.
But okay. So with that, let's see. You guys were currently at the World Tree. Now, you guys had returned via teleportation by Sir Charlemagne, who has used his helm, his magic helm. I can't fit it over my headphones, but yeah, his magic helm to teleport you guys back to Auroria. Okay, having been an alien. You guys, of course, once again go from mortar and brick and stone to moss and wood and sap, as you once again are graced by the smells of well, not spring because it's more of a fall, but the smell of the sweet perfume given off by this world tree that seems to be always in bloom, regardless of the time of the year. As well, many of the trees are beginning to lose their leaves. You can see the world tree is still beautiful and lush and still bearing fruit. There is a number of the crew members that are still here as you guys arrive back at the base of the tree. You can hear a few of the crew members that holler out to you guys and make it well known that you guys have returned. Talking about Rogar and Spencer, as you hear Pennypocker calling down from above, your gnome-ish companion. He calls down to you and says he'll be right down. He has some stuff he wants to show you. Wait, did we do the penny pocker assistance thing last time? Yep. Okay, so you guys have your assistance from penny pocker. That's kind of what he wanted to get you guys. So we got to the world tree. I kind of listened to the session, but I did listen to the end. I listened to certain parts of it. I can't remember what do we wrap up doing? Do you remember?
I believe, like, Spencer and Rogar kind of gave them commands on what to do, like, as we were gone.
Yeah, I
Okay.
transformed my hammer into a magical hammer of what you call it?
It's starting to get a little warm in here. All right, put some more wood on the fire. So
Trying to look
turn
for
on
the
the AC.
weapon that you gave me. The Holy Hammer, which is a reskinned longsword of something.
Yeah, so forgive me for just one moment. I'm just gonna go peep at the furnace. I smell the smoke. I just want to make sure, things and stuff.
Oh, a crystal longsword, I believe.
Sorry about that. Just don't want to burn up my room playing D&D. So I just had to go check things just to make sure. Okay. So you guys been doing some. What was that? Does everyone realize that the people we are going to get book back can probably see we are going to try to, yeah, basically they're probably going to see you coming is what he's saying. Because remember what the book did. You guys did your whole build things. You guys got all your stuff together. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do artificer wise?
Artificer wise, I may be asking for a little too much, but is there any chance I can upgrade my +1 rifle to a +2?
I do not believe that we have the ability to do that just yet.
No, no, never mind. That'd be the only thing I really want artificer wise. If we can't do that, then I'm good.
Okay. Trust me, I will hand out +2s as soon as possible.
We appreciate it.
Of course. It's literally my job. Sorry, it's literally my job.
Okay. All right. So I was hoping we'd have Chris back for this before I started doing all this. I'll just try to kind of kill time, but it is what it is. So your satyr friend actually was Chris's satyr friend. Okay. Hearing that you guys need to make a travel back to Veritha, and you guys don't have a ship anymore. Your means of
Correct.
travel is kind of,
We're
modest at
relying on the
best.
helm.
Yeah, you've been relying on the helmet. That's correct. Okay, so he's curious about how you guys plan on traveling.
Oh, right, because he's not coming with us anymore, is he?
Well, he hasn't been. He's, the helm only took so many people, and he wasn't a part of the select group that you guys decided to push.
Right.
As it turns out, dragons are apparently a little bit more important than satyrs.
Yeah.
All right, but does anyone have it? So he comes down. He greets the group of you. You can see that behind him are a few members of the crew. Um, he says, "I've been regaling some of your crew members about some of the tales of what my exploits have taken me through the Fey wilds, long journeys. I'm a great guide, by the way. If ever you need a guide to going anywhere, I can, of course, help you with that. Did I mention I'm a great guide?
I think you did.
After all, I did help your good friend America through the Fey wilds. That is not an easy task, mind you. Quite chaotic. And so, how are you planning on traveling?"
I look to the group. Is the helm still out of the question, or
So, to throw out a little bit, after Charlemagne dropped you guys off, he kind of kicked you guys out of the helmet cap, okay? As he has things he's got to do back at Ilion, big brother things, dragon stuff. So he's been, he's disposed from you. Hito
okay?
and
Do
Charlemagne.
we still
Oh no,
have the armored war
they're
cart,
still in
or
it.
is that in shambles?
One more time.
Do we still have the armored war cart, or is that still in shambles?
You two have an armored war cart.
All right, we'll get the horses. I guess we're going on a trip.
He says, "I can't do much with war carts. They are quite big, but I've been known to find ways through the trees. In fact, you could say I literally passed through them. And I may be able
Ah,
to bring a
yes.
few people with me. I have done this before, yes.
Ah, yes. Where have you been that you're able to travel from and
I
to?
could travel wherever the roots travel." He begins to explain about how his sort of travel works. Okay. And he explains it's a bit different than the conjuration magic that the helmet did, where it just spontaneously disappears you from one spot and reappears you in another. Whereas his mode of travel is literally walking through the trees and traveling through the network of roots and popping out in another tree several miles to hundreds of miles away.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Um, so how far can you take us in the direction of, let's say, Wrecker's Bay?
Wrecker's Bay. I can take you. Well, there were not many trees near Wrecker's Bay, but I can take you the edge of the forest there. There are
That
many
would be
trees
great.
that are yet of spruce there. And she raises his hand and puts it upon the bark, rubbing it. He says, holding his hand, he's like, "Yes, yes, I can get you. I can get you within a day's travel, maybe two."
That would be fantastic.
Okay. So, this is technically not an ability in D&D anymore. Used to be ability of the ranger back in 13. It used to, I believe that as something that may have gotten from Chewie as well, but it was Longstrider. and the ranger could literally go through the trees as I described. And based on the different types of trees, you can travel an immense distance. Okay.
Got it.
From either be oak or a willow or a cypress or whatever have you. The different types of tree meant how far they could travel. Now, normally they couldn't take multiple people with them, but I'm the DM. I could do those things.
Yeah. I was looking at it more of that druid's ability where he's able to literally open a doorway within a tree and take several people through it as long as they're able to get in and out within 6 seconds, I believe it is.
That's essentially what he's doing. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just basically opening up a portal within the tree and then traveling through the tree. He's not a druid. He's not a ranger. He's not any of those things.
He is a tree.
He is a bard. He's a satyr, and he literally comes from the Fae. So you could say that he is a bit Fae touched in a way because he literally is from the Fae, and so he has some Fae magics that may still persist. So yes, he could travel you pretty far distance, okay, and take whatever you want. Of course, now with his mode of travel, that wool wagon ain't gonna fit. That's kind of the big thing.
Yeah.
So you guys could travel the many days down there, off road, making your way back to roads, whatever may happen. Hopefully, don't get attacked by dragons on the way, kind of thing. Or you guys could travel along the trees. Could be a little bit quicker, but you won't have your war wagon.
Will you be coming with us, or are you leaving us behind there?
The satyr Ifo, he says, I most definitely am coming. What good is a guide if he does not lead the way?
Thank you very much. All right. So, shall we begin?
Oh, indeed. All right. So if you guys are all prepared, if there's nothing else you guys want to do before we continue.
Everybody has their things. Does anybody need to grab anything from either the tree or the wreckage before we leave?
As far as I'm aware of, no. I'm good. Anyone else?
And there's one I need to make a great sword. Okay.
A fine sword indeed.
So we can definitely say you guys were doing that during downtime. I think you had mentioned something about making a great sword for Gwen anyway. I believe you had done some checks and rolls for that the last session. Now it's starting to come back to me. Okay.
Yes.
So yes, you have a +1 great sword. If you have not added to your inventory already, Gracie, please do so. You are one weapon wielding paladin. You have a holy avenger. You got a holy pistol. You've got some kind of shotgun, I think. Or who has was that you that got the shotgun? Now you got a great sword. You have the shotgun. You got a great sword. You got like a penny pocket pistol. You got another little pistol. And I don't know what else you have. I'd be afraid to ask you what else you have. Jesus.
Wait, you said add another sword?
Well, he had made you a great sword.
Oh, okay. So great sword +1.
I mean, I have 7 revolvers on me.
I can. Yeah, kind of come out of everywhere here. I'm just gonna go ahead and add one to your inventory. I'm on your character sheet now.
Oh, okay.
That's on like my bag. That's not even in the bag of holding. So all you see is like a utility belt of revolvers.
You can refresh your sheet when you're ready, Gwen. I have added a +1 great sword to your inventory. And just because I'm a weirdo.
Wow, I have a great sword +1.
No way.
Wow.
That's so cool.
So
You guys have
cool.
such bright character sheets.
Oh yeah, mine's the dark character sheet.
Yeah. Switching them all over.
No, it's all good. I don't like the brightness. I see better with the dark background.
Yeah. Normally on Sundays, I end up getting done playing one game and then I'm playing another game with you guys. And so I assure you by the time that I'm done here, my eyes will be fatigued. And then every little bit helps. So, so yeah, if everyone's set, then your satyr friend, aka Efo, he offers to go ahead and teleport you guys or transport you guys through via tree when you guys are ready to go. Okay? As long as you guys are prepared. I'm going to take
Alrighty.
the sullen silences. We are good to go. All right. So with
It's like,
that,
wait, can we go to the trading post? I have to talk to somebody about a sewing machine. From
okay.
like session 2. That was a joke.
Okay. I mean, he can technically. He can get you close. I mean, there's not a whole lot of trees around the.
It was a joke. We have more important matters than a sewing machine.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't know with you guys. You guys make up you guys own stuff that you guys want to do all the time. So all I am here is to entertain you. All right. So with that, he puts his hand back on the tree and he rests it there. You can see he mutters some sort of words that what up there, Chris?
What up, what up?
Howdy.
Okay. Glad you could make it there, Chris. Chris is going to be playing Amric this evening. Quick little introduction, Chris. Would you do me the honor of going ahead and telling us a little about yourself and a little about the character you'll be playing tonight?
Sure. Hang on one sec. Yeah, there we go. I am playing half elf named Amaric. I'm a rogue wizard. And I'm I've been one of the original members of this particular group, and we are we were rebuilding a ship for about the third or fourth time, and last time I remember we were regrouping at this world tree and trying to figure out our next move. We had been dealing with some dragons recently, but I've been gaming with Pat for wow, I don't even know how many years now. It's close in
Yeah, I
on
was
what?
talking to Andrew about it earlier when we started. I think it's close to a decade now.
Yeah, close to 10 years. That's what I was gonna say. We're real close to 10 years together. Having a blast, having fun. But yeah, that's it. Amric is he's kind of he's more of a rogue than anything else, but he is a wizard. He's very loyal to his friends, and he's willing to put himself in harm's way to protect the people in his crew.
And he has proven that multiple times, that's for sure. With that, we were discussing some travel arrangements and so forth, and your satyr companion that you had picked up at the Feywilds, Efo, has offered his assistance in traversing the wilds via teleporting through or creating a portal in a tree and essentially traveling through the tree and coming out elsewhere. Okay.
Where are we trying to go?
Back to Veritha or the Jewel of the Sands. Back to see the Council of the Mirror Plaza. your favorite place. Outlaw City. So we were finishing up with just before you dropped on. Was making sure that nobody else wanted to do anything else before we continued and concluded on to the next phase. I'm going to take your silence as complacency. Okay.
I'm
And we're
I'm
gonna
down
continue.
for whatever they're ready for.
All right, very good. Okay. Okay. So Evos puts his hand on the tree. He mutters some words, and if you have any languages that might be
I
Fey-oriented.
immediately activate my helm.
Okay. So yeah, you hear him speaking in his own language, a satyr, which is like it's not much different than I would assume, it probably a version of Elven dialect in some manner, but similar to Elven in some ways. And he's not giving any commands. He's not telling anyone anything. He is asking permission to use the tree. And with that, you can see that the tree simply, there's like a small knot on the tree that begins to open and just widens until it is as wide enough to allow any of you to pass through freely. And he says, quickly now. And he dashes inside.
I will follow.
I will go in last to make sure that everyone passes through.
Okay.
Before I follow.
As everyone passes through, your senses are overwhelmed by that of a very musky smell, very earthy smell. You can feel the fibers of the tree rubbing against your skin as you begin to go through the portal itself. Once you're actually in the tree, you're overwhelmed with a sense of knowing. Okay, you can feel the land as you're passing through the root system. You could feel it cool in some places, hot in others. You can hear the trees, well, I guess not hear them, but you can feel them. Some of them wane as others plead for help. You can imagine these are the trees that are burning. Okay. You guys continue through the trees and out you pop out of the tree chasm. I was gonna say something else, but it's not appropriate for YouTube. And so you guys end up making your way through the root system, through the trees, and pop out the other side. You guys can see the cascading lands of covered with sand, leading towards the blue shores of the no, not Kraken. The what did I call that? Remember the names of your areas, Patrick. Wrecker's Bay. Okay.
There you
Waters
go.
of Wrecker's Bay. Okay. And looming between the sands and Wrecker's Bay, you can see, of course, the smooth stone of Veritha in the distance, gleaming like a mirror. The jewel of the sands stands before you. It is going to be. Go ahead and roll me some survival checks, guys.
Survival?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Well, we have to
Jumped up.
survive.
Okay, that's not working out for me.
I get a
3.
19.
19. Okay.
7.
7. Okay. Chris, you got a survival check for
24.
me? 24, and Andrew, you got a survival check for me. One more time. 15. Okay. So Amric, Chase, and Gwen. Judging the distance between where you are and where Veritha is, you feel like it'll be about 5 hours before you can actually make it there. Okay. Rogar and Spencer, however, you guys are like, oh my God, this is going to take all day.
Are we there yet? Not yet.
All right. So, Ethos begins to joyfully lead you as making his way out of the forest and into the dusty sands of the desert. As you guys traverse, go ahead and roll me a percentile check. 25% chance for a random encounter.
That's scary. I'll do it.
He said it's scary. I'll do it. That's great.
So brave.
93.
A 93. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys
He's
continue
scared, but
traveling.
he has resolve.
You guys continue traveling without too much issue. We're still refreshed from your time at the World Tree. You guys brave the desert sands. It is very warm this afternoon. Okay. You know that in a couple of hours' time, it's gonna start to wane on you guys. So you guys got a couple of checks, couple of random encounter checks, and then we're gonna do some endurance checks, and we're still gonna do random encounter checks. Hopefully that all works out well. Okay. So let me go ahead and get another random encounter check for hour number 2 of 5.
I'll do it. 98.
Okay. All right, very good. With a 98, you guys continue without any event, continuing into the desert sands. I'll do an action counter check. Rogar says, very good. That time has come, Rogar. Go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. All right, Rogar got a 3.
Uh-oh.
This is
That's
a
my
percentile check,
boy.
right? That was a percentile, right?
He meant 93. Let's
Very good.
move on.
So let's have a look-see, shall we? Let's see what we get. Encounter table. All right. Let me go ahead and get a D20 roll, please.
I can do it.
I think the person that got us in this mess should get us out of this mess.
Oh, thanks.
We have a 16 for Cody's roll.
16. All right. All right. I need 2d6, please.
Five.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me some perception checks, please.
I see all.
Dang. I don't see
Nothing
Jack.
can escape my sight.
I got a 7.
I got a 26.
18 for Rogar. 26 for Spencer. Gwen, what did you say you had?
7.
And Chris has a 24. Andrew, what do you have? A 10.
14.
I believe I heard a 15. Was that correct?
14.
14. Thank you. You're breaking up just a little bit there. All right. So 14, 18. Anyone lower than a 10 on this check? I don't think anyone was.
I was a 7.
A 7. I thought you said 17. Very good. Okay. All right. So Gracie, you might be checking out Amric's butt. You know, it's been a while, you know, since you guys have had any alone
Stop
time.
drooling, Gwen.
Meanwhile, the rest of you see a small smoke, or well, not smoke. It looks like smoke at first. It's dust, though, it turns out to be. Dust is being stirred up through the desert sands. And rolling over the hill, you see 5 giant birds, as tall as you are, terror birds.
Hey, Gwen,
Roll,
look, it's your favorite. It's birds.
roll initiative.
Oh, you rolling initiative? Dang.
We are rolling initiative.
I got a 24.
24. Nice.
Pretty good for someone who couldn't see.
I got a 23.
All right.
10.
We want initiative? We are. Sorry. We've all seen 21. One of these quarterbacks.
Okay, so far I've heard a 24. Who got a 24?
I did. Gwen.
Okay. I heard a 23. Who had a 23?
That would be Scrappy.
I believe that Chris had a 21.
That's correct.
Ryan, what did you have?
10.
10. Okay. And a 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. So I do a SAG initiative for my bad guys. You know this. And you happen to land on their initiative. What is your dexterity?
Oh.
Sorry, Ryan, what is your dexterity of the character?
Great question. My dexterity is 17.
Very good. So you're going to go first. And then the terror first. Okay. So that
Got it.
decide that. So with that, we come up to Win, which is looking at Amric's butt. So we're going to pass on to Chase. Chase, it is your turn. Okay.
She likes my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
But when you can roll me a new perception if you want.
Sure. Let me roll a new perception.
Sorry, no. I'm talking about Gwen. Gwen, it is your
Oh.
turn, Chase. Yeah, I'm just telling Gwen that she can go ahead and roll a new perception to see why everyone's drawing weapons.
Never mind, that's a nat one.
Still oblivious. All right. So, Chase, it is your turn.
Alrighty. So, I am going to draw out my really, really sharp sword.
Okay.
And go ham on these dudes.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
With a sword of sharpness?
Yes.
13. Oh, okay. I apologize. Okay. I did not say how far away the terror birds were. Okay. That is my fault. 100% my fault. So what I'm going to do here, make a percentile roll. Okay. To see if maybe that does hit because they are that close. Okay. So I'm going to give you another 25% chance that will hit because they are coming right over. It is a 74. So that means that they are my original intended, which is going to be 90 feet. So you can see them over coming over the next sprint. Okay. So with that new information, Chase, what would you like to do with your turn?
Alright, let's put up my hunting rifle.
Um, is anyone else getting a little bit of funny feedback from Andrew, a little bit of fuzziness, or is that just me?
Um, let me see
Yeah, it's a
here.
little fuzzy. I
I
can
was just having
understand him. though.
trouble understanding what exactly he said.
Hold
Seems
on.
okay to you, and it's a little bit fuzzy. Feels like we have a mixed response. Yeah, I'm just having trouble understanding. Please go ahead and repeat that there, Andrew.
I was saying, if that sounds a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, it's probably my headphones then. I am probably gonna go ahead and pull out my hunting rifle and shoot these birds then.
Okay, very good. Okay, so it looks like you got your hunting rifle plus 11 to hit. You can still keep your original attack, which would have been a hit. I'm not going to steal that from you. Okay.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that kind of changes it because what did I say, 13? So that changes it from a 13 to an 18 with the hunting rifle.
Very good. It still hits. Now, if you would like to go ahead and roll, you can just to see if you would get a natural 20.
Okay. Hey, Pat.
That's a natural 20. Go ahead and roll for debauch.
So, give me a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage on that. I gotta remember what I use for this. That is okay. So that's gonna be 38 points of damage.
Damn.
Okay. And that was a critical hit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 28 points of damage to the
He said 38, I thought.
Yeah, 38. Yeah,
Wow.
38 points.
Is there an effect from the rifle? For it looks like I'm looking at your character and it looks like there is weapon mastery.
Yes. So basically it reduces its speed by 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to double that because it's a critical hit, so it's going to reduce its movement this turn by 20 feet and every remaining turn by 10.
Damn, that's great.
So when you hit it right in the leg, and you can see it. You know, it doubles over and has to get itself back up and continues, making its way forward. But it literally stumbles on the ground. So you got it good. You definitely clipped it. Is there another action you would like to take? You do have 2 attacks, I believe.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and actually attack a full health one, just because that particular bird is really compromised at the moment. Let me do that. I really wish. You said 90 feet, right?
I do believe I said 90 feet. Yes. So yes.
If it wasn't rolling at disadvantage for this second hit because it's just out of my range,
It would be just out of your range. That's correct.
I would have had a nat 20 again.
Okay.
But instead, it's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. You can, of course, close the distance. You do have movement as well. So,
Yeah, but I already rolled at a disadvantage, so I got to take the 22.
very good. So you do hit with a 22.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that will be in. So for that separate one I'm attacking, it's going to take 26 points of damage. Or not 26, 22 points of damage.
Okay. We're calling that terror bird number 2. Will that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so those guys both have sap put on them. Okay. And that brings us to Amric. Amric, it is your turn.
Okay. So they are in rifle range.
They are 90 feet currently.
90 feet. So my real question here is, are these guys attacking us? And these are the things that the wood elves are riding, right?
They are the things
They're
that would also
charging
right.
us.
Okay.
I can't help but notice that you do not have any magical weapons, but the artificers have been handing them out like candy.
But me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
You should have a +1.
Well, I think my rifle was a +1, but it never got updated. So it is what it is.
Oh,
The
okay.
hunting rifle.
No problem. I got you.
Yeah. Let's see. Hmm.
Amric, would you do me the favor and go ahead and refresh your character sheet, please?
Let me refresh my character sheet. Refreshed it did. Hey, look at that. I got a +1 hunting rifle. Would you look at there?
The plain running hunting rifle from your inventory and replace it with a +1.
Got it. I see it. Nice. So interesting. I'm going to I want to investigate something in my spell book. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. I was talking about people with a lot of weapons. Holy mother of God. Dagger, longbow, pocket pistol, quarterstaff, rapier,
Are you
revolver,
talking about
+1 hunting rifle, short sword, whip. Okay. And those are just the weapons. That doesn't include your cantrips. Okay. I mean, wow. Okay.
It's called an arsenal. God.
You're
You
talking
guys
about me?
have arsenal enough for a small militia to be.
You're talking about Amric?
Yes. All right. So what was your attack? I apologize. I was looking over your character sheet and I was flabbergasted.
Checking some
Please
stuff
go ahead.
on my sheet. So I am holding my action.
You're holding your action. Very good. You can, of course, step forward and close the distance a little bit in order to get that attack at whatever, I don't know. Or you're just holding to see what's happening. Okay. you're not sure about what is going on. Very good. I understood. That brings us to Spencer. Spencer, it is your
I
turn.
shoot a third one.
Okay, very good.
I already rolled for attack and damage. It was a
Nice.
nat 20 for 33 damage.
And
Hit
this
him
is
with
a
the sap.
fully healed one, correct?
Yes, on the hunting rifle +1.
We're gonna call that number 3. And what was the total damage?
33.
33. Okay. You have weapon mastery as well.
I believe so.
Oh, see that. Okay, just checking. Okay. All right. So that one is also hit for 33 points of damage. Okay. And is that going to end your turn, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I will shoot number 2 one more time.
Okay.
That's 14 plus 7. So that is
That will hit.
21 to hit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. Here's my d10. That's an additional 12 points of damage.
Oh, right on.
So
That is
number
2
2 add 12 piercing, and number 3 is 33.
Right on. Okay.
Wait, where do I see if I have mastery for something?
So it would okay. Typically it's like a fighter thing, or you'd have to go ahead and add that to your character as like like utilizing a feat or whatever, or getting trained for it. But it would literally be right next to. It would appear on your character sheet right next to the weapon that you're equipped.
Okay, so I probably would not have mastery in anything then.
No, that's what
So,
I was
yeah.
looking at, just to make sure. Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to cheat you guys or any of you guys' cool stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So if that ends your turn, that's going to bring us to the next initiative, and
I will also use my bonus action to activate my shield so that it hovers around me.
okay. Okay. Very good. So your shield pops forth.
Pops off my back and hovers in front of me, protecting me from the terrabirds. It animates.
Sorry, doing multiple things.
There you
If I can, I'd like to try something.
try
Okay,
it.
I'm going to step up, like you said was an option. So I'm going to step up, and I'm going to pull my pack and see if I have some raw meat or anything like that. And I'm going to I want to fire the meat out into a space away from us to see if I can get the birds to go there. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to throw some meat out? Is that correct?
Yeah, out in front of the group, apart from us.
Very
And
good.
kind of like, yeah.
All right, no problem, no problem. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and make a dexterity. You're going to make an attack essentially, but you're going to make a ranged attack. You're not going to use any bonuses or like that. It looks like you're going to have a +7 for it. So go ahead and make a ranged attack.
All right.
How well you can throw this.
I rolled an 18 and +7 makes it a 25.
Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna say you get that a good, I'm gonna say you get a good 30 feet. You give this a good chuck. Okay.
Yeah.
And throwing it out there in front of you or just off to the side. So
Yeah, in front, but away from any of my companions.
understood. Okay.
I am
All right, just giving you an idea. Very good. Will that end your held action?
Yeah, for the moment, that's exactly that'll end it for the moment. Yes, I'm yes. I'm gonna see if I can't lure one of these birds over there.
Okay. All right. So, wow. Okay. So, with that, I'm trying to think.
Tastes like chicken.
I'm going to make a couple of rolls, okay, for the birds here and see if any of them are still feeling from. Okay. All right. So, the two that you hobbled their chase, they're you get two you hit with sap, which is 1 and 2, which has also been hit a second time by Spencer. Okay, those two are not engaging. They are disappearing back over the hill whence they came. The remaining three are going to continue charging forward. Okay. They travel 50 feet a turn. So they're gonna gain about halfway to you without any trouble at all. They're gonna use their full movement. Okay. They're gonna charge all the way up to you. Okay. They're not gonna be able to attack you. Not exactly. But they do have an ability, okay, called passing bite. And a terror bird should move at least 20 feet straight towards the target, have advantage on the next attack roll against the target. That's not going to help them here. It'll help them next turn. Okay. So it really doesn't help them too much right now, but they are charging straight at you. Okay. Um, so they're all up in your business now. It went from a ranged confrontation to a melee confrontation really quick. Okay. That is going to end the terror bird's turn. They're not going to be able to attack this turn. Okay. And that brings us to Rogar. So Rogar's inventory is fun. Nice. Amric, says that you should have a short sword that is a +1 as well. I'll help you with that. I would like to hit the bird with a hammer, two-handed. All right, very good. There is one that is wounded and two that are fresh. Is there a particular target you want? Okay, very good. Roll that attack. Very good. You definitely hit. 21 damage. Okay. All right, that brings us to a grand total of 4. Okay, you activate your shield as a bonus action. Very good. Is that going to end your turn, River? Okay. That's going to bring us back to top of initiative when you are most definitely aware of some terror bird shenanigans. Okay. What would you like to do?
All right. Also, before I do my movement stuff, would I be attuned to my Holy Avenger longsword?
I'm going to say that you've had enough time with it that yes.
Okay.
18.
Sweet. All right. How far away are these boards?
So they are within 30 feet. In fact, they are invading your space. So they are all up in your grill. If they could attack, they would, but they could not move that far and attack.
Sweet. All right. With my we're just gonna do the great sword +1. I'm going to go up and swing at a bird.
Okay.
There's a 10 hit.
A 10 does not hit.
Yeah, I'm banning that dice for tonight.
It hits the ground and creates a cloud of sand.
Yeah, ground that die. That die is in dice jail.
It is in dice jail. It's not doing it tonight. Okay. I don't think I have a bonus action, so I guess that concludes my turn.
Okay. Oh,
This one has craft ice on demand. More ice than me? What kinds of ice? I need a bigger bucket.
okay. You have one attack per turn. Very good. Okay. Oh, that's because you're bolted. Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Is that going to end your turn? That brings us to Chase. Chase, it went from a ranged contest to a melee contest. They are all up in your group.
Time to slice and dice.
You can manipulate an item as a free action. Okay. Meaning you could put away an item as a free action or draw an item as a free action. But it's going to cost you at least a bonus action. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
That I can live with that because I don't even think I have. Yeah, I can live with that.
you can, however, now there is a little trick. Could just drop your weapon and then draw your sword, as long as you don't mind your rifle getting a little bit dirty.
Now I'll take the bonus action. Like I said, I checked just to make sure I didn't have anything important on there, and I'm like, yeah, I can suffice.
Very good. And as a bonus action, you can go ahead and draw a weapon, putting away your rifle. Go ahead and make it attack.
Alrighty. So my first attack is going to be a dirty 20.
That will hit. So we have number 3 that is bloody, and we have 4 and 5 that are fresh.
So I'm gonna hit number 3 with 10 points of damage.
Okay. Gentle wind would have done him in. So with that, you cut off its head and it slumps to the ground.
All right, and then I'm gonna go after with my second attack. I'm gonna go after number 4.
I take that back. You chop off its head and it runs around a little before it falls. And go ahead and make your other attack.
Will do. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit.
Okay. That is going to be another 9 point damage.
Okay. And that is going to, I'm going to go and put that on terror bird number 4. Okay. Will that end your turn?
It will not, because then I will use an action surge.
Said bonus action. I don't need a bonus action.
It's under other, so I could go ahead and
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, it doesn't cost an action at all to do that. It's just like
Yeah,
I'm just
so
gonna
that's why I
do it.
was like, I don't need the bonus action. I have this. Well, for this first attack on him, he might lose a limb.
Hmm.
Okay. So with the Sword of Sharpness, I have rolled a nat 20.
Ow. Okay, so
So
let's go
we're
ahead
going
and
to
take a
have
look at that.
extra damage.
Yeah, we're gonna have extra damage. Okay, so
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 I'm gonna go
you
ahead and roll the 2 dice that are the 2d8 for the double damage.
right.
Okay, so that is 11. So that's 14 points right there. It will then take an additional extra 14 points of slashing damage.
So it's gonna be 20. So that's 28 points. Very good.
Yes. On top of that, I will now roll another d20. If I roll another nat 20, you get to determine what limbs it loses.
Okay.
So it might lose a limb.
Baby kitty.
We did not get the 20.
So is it a sword of dismembering?
A longsword of sharpness.
Yeah, that's a special effects.
Yeah, if I roll a nat 20, I'll take an extra 14 points of slashing damage. And if you and it makes you roll another d20, and if you roll a 20 on that, Pat has to decide what limbs it loses.
Right.
Ooh.
So it literally does 14 points of damage base on a natural 20 before you roll any. Okay, on an attack of sharpness for a nat 20. And then it rolls another d20, and if you roll another 20 there, it loses a limb, period. It doesn't even matter if you roll a 1 on your damage, doesn't matter. It loses a limb. Okay. It's a pretty dope sword. It's almost like a vorpal sword, but with extra steps. Okay, so does that end? You still have another attack.
Yeah, I still have another attack on top of that. So here's to hoping for another nat 20.
Yeah, right.
I got an 8. Never mind.
Your bonus of a 6 that may still hit.
Yeah, no, that's why I said 2 plus. I roll a 2, so it's a.
Oh, it is an actual 8. Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 2. I didn't get the 0.
Understood. Okay. So that will bring us to Amric. Amric, it appears that they ran right past the meat and just went straight to the things that are trying to kill him.
Okay. I was trying to catch me a bird or two.
No, I completely understand. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a whole lot of, the shooting of the birds, absolutely. So with that, they are melee.
Can I get behind one of these birds and try to lasso this here bird with my rope?
Well, you can definitely try.
Let's try to lasso a bird around the beak, the mouth area, and see if we can't just end up with one of these birds instead of having to Chase and Gwen are all about murdering everything they come in contact with. But I'm gonna see about trying to not murder everything I come in contact with.
Okay, so there is a terror bird that has been unharmed so far. That's terror bird number 5. I'm assuming that's the one you're going.
Yeah, I'll go after him.
Okay. Go ahead and with your lasso attempt.
It's gonna be a dexterity again with +7,
Yes.
correct?
I'm gonna do the same thing. You're gonna make a ranged attack. That's correct.
Okay, I rolled 18 +7, 25 again.
Okay, 25. So what I'm gonna do here, okay, is I'm gonna essentially treat this as an opposed grapple. Okay.
Yep.
He's gonna use athletics, which he gets a +6 for.
I'm trying to save you, you stupid bird.
So yeah, he's not gonna overcome a 20. What was it, 24? He's not gonna
25.
25.
25.
Not gonna. So we'll say for all intents and purposes, you have him lassoed. Okay, he's not restrained. Okay, not yet. Okay, but you definitely have him grappled. Okay, so he's not prone. He's not restrained. He's still running around, but you have him grappled. If you want to continue, next turn, so on and so forth, we could see if you can actually subdue him. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap him up without hurting him. But yeah, I'll
Very good.
continue that next turn.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Unless unless the murder crew comes and murders this poor bird while I have him lassoed.
Yeah. So Spencer, that does bring us to your turn.
All right, I am going to drop my rifle, pull out my shotgun of flames, and aim for the head
Pull out your
of
shotgun of flames and aim for the head of the of number
Yeah.
4. I'm assuming.
So yeah. So it'll
So
be a
with a
call
called
shot.
with a called shot, I'm going to ask you to roll at disadvantage.
Yes. Does a 17 hit?
17 will hit.
Does that mean this is a crit?
So this is going to be treated as double damage. That's correct.
Awesome. So on a crit hit, it does an extra 2d6 fire.
It's not a critical. Okay, I'm gonna allow it, but it's not a critical hit. It is, but it isn't. Okay, I mean, yes, okay. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it.
Is this the ruling for now on, or is this the
No,
ruling for
well,
right now?
because it's technically not a critical hit. What you've done is you've targeted a specific area. You happen to target its head. Now, absolutely, I'm going to do double damage to that, and it's going to have an effect. All those good things. But I'm okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and allow it. Okay, it's fine. We'll just treat it as a critical hit. It's, even though it's technically not, but it kind of is at the same time. So yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
All right, sounds good. That's
Sorry, my
18.
emotional roller coaster there. I'm like, yeah, but
That's 18 piercing plus. Let's see, 9 fire.
I didn't think it would survive anyway. But let's see. Plus 9 fire. Okay, so that's 18 plus 18. That's a lot. That's already 36. Okay. And now we got 14 on top of that. That's going to be 46, 56, 50. And then we're going to add another 14 to that. That is 64. How many hit points do the terror birds have? 65.
Damn.
So yeah,
Tickle him.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that is as close to you going down as it could be.
That
without
was
act-
the first shot. Am I in melee range?
However, how many points of damage did you do to fire damage?
That was 9 fire
Okay.
after
So
the 18 piercing.
it is technically on fire. At the end of its turn, it's going to take fire damage. Okay, which
Great.
is going to but it's going to get an attack before. All right, it's going to get one chance to at least attack, and I gotta say, it's going to attack the guy that shot him in the head. Okay, by charging up. Okay.
Is there any other birds left? Because I have one more attack.
Sorry, one more time.
Are there any other birds left that I can attack?
I'm sorry. You have more than one action.
Yeah, I have
Go ahead. Yeah, if
two
you want to, yeah, you definitely can. Okay, there is that one that's still up, technically clinging to life, and there's the one that he has lassoed.
You know what? I'm just going to shoot the one clinging to life.
Okay.
Why
If
the
you
hell
hit him,
not? Oh, I know.
a gentle
20
breeze.
to hit, he's dead. But
Yeah,
I'm just
gentle
gonna
breeze.
roll anyway. It
So
will
that
pierce.
brings him down. Okay, it slips to the ground.
My
No
adventuring
chance for
party
attack.
are animal murdering crew.
Hey, I didn't shoot the one you have lassoed. Be happy.
I mean, I
Okay.
could have
I was-
shoot the one that I pretty much almost killed. So I mean, be glad for that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the law of nature stands. They are food,
What?
One is cooked food, slightly.
and one does cook food, and we have two artificers that can help us out with heating it up at least.
Yeah, you know
So
that you are aware that all the wood elves in the territory use these for transportation.
Anyways, guys, let's continue on.
But
So I
meat
got-
and eat.
all right, still got one terror bird to decide what's going on here. Okay, so he is lassoed. He's not restrained. He's not prone. He's still running around. I'm going to make an attack. Okay. I just don't know who I'm going to attack yet. So I'm going to make a roll.
I'm pulling him toward me.
And it's going to be,
He can attack me.
all right, so making an attack. Now it's not going to get advantage because there are no other creatures that are up to give him pack tactics. And technically he didn't run 20 feet this turn. So we're not going to give him pack. He's not going to give advantage. He's going to make a normal attack. All right, so I think this is going to hit though. He rolled a 15, and I get a plus. Well, he gets a plus 6 to hit. It's going to be a 21.
If it's on me, he hits me.
Okay, this is going to be 3d6 plus 4 slashing damage. Okay,
All right.
this is so much a rated beak attack. It's going to be 2, 4, 8 plus 4 is going to be 12 points of slashing damage. Now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
Me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Con saving throw, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. 16.
Okay. Good news, you did not fail this rated beak little deal, so it has a whole deal involved with that. If it hits you with this beak attack, that the next turn, on the beginning of your next turn, you're going to automatically take damage from like bleeding and stuff. But you did not fail that, so you're good there.
All right.
That is going to, let's see, I don't think we have multi-attack. I don't see any of that going on here. So that is going to end our turn. That brings us to Rogar. Rogar, you can, if you want to roll an insight, which I'll give you as a free action. We'll have to burn a you won't have to burn anything for that. Okay. So it is quite clear to you, Rogar, that your friend Amric is trying to subdue this creature, not kill it. And with that information, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Okay, very good. Go ahead and make a ranged attack. And we'll see if you end up lassoing them.
Do, 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 do.
13. A 13 is technically a hit. So you do lasso around its head. Okay. It is going to get an opposed athletics. Okay. But I'm just I'm gonna give it an opposed athletics against you. It fails. Okay. So you have it as well. That's 2 people that have it restrained now. Okay. This does if there's nothing else you would like to do at this point in time, Roger, I think that might be the only thing you have, unless you had another bonus action or something else up your sleeve. Okay, very good. That brings us to the top of initiative. Gwen, go ahead and roll me an insight. You could do this as a free action.
Dang, it just must be not my night. That's an 8.
Okay. Well, it is not clear to you, as it was to Rogar, that, they are trying to subdue this creature. You're going to make your own judgment on that.
So in other words, she's staring at Amric's butt still.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that bird is trying to kill Amber. It just bit at him pretty good, ripped a hole in his shoulder. He's bleeding pretty good. It is trying to kill him.
Can I run and try to jump on its back?
You can.
Would this be a grapple check?
So I don't know if you know this or not. You may or may not know this. But as a general thing, a paladin every day gains a heroic inspiration.
I did not know that.
Okay. So you can use that heroic inspiration for like anything, even that.
Welcome to the club.
Okay. Which give you the opportunity to re-roll that. Right? Well,
It's but a flesh wound. It's not even really bleeding. It's just a trickle.
if you wanted to re-roll that insight, because I feel like you're kind of you failed the insight, so you're not thinking they're trying to subdue it, kind of thinking they're in a fight with it, but whatever. You totally can do that if you want to, okay? But I'd prefer you to go ahead and use your heroic inspiration if you don't mind. I know this is asking a lot. If you don't mind using your heroic inspiration to re-roll that insight, see if that actually would succeed.
Okay, we did better this time. 19.
Very good. Okay. In that case, you are fully aware that your companions are trying to subdue this creature, even though it is lashing out voraciously and attacking your partner. Okay. So go ahead and jump on back of it. Oh, Betsy, and let's see if you can subdue this cattle, horse, bird.
What would I roll for this?
Okay, great question. Okay, so I'm going to essentially for this, you are going to be rolling a athletics or acrobatics. This is essentially just you're just trying to grapple. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics. It's up to you.
We are gonna go acrobatics.
Okay.
Holy cow. If my math serves me right, that is a 25.
Oh, very good. Okay. All right, so you jumped on us back. Very good. Is that I'm assuming that's going to conclude your turn, unless there's another bonus action or something else you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really it. I'm
Okay.
just hanging on for dear life.
What was the result of your acrobatics?
It was a 25.
20. I'm going to roll an opposed. It does not succeed. Okay. So it's failed every way from Sunday. I'm going to say at this point in time, after being, yes, something like that. After with the two ropes that are on it,
After being dominated.
when you jumping on top of it, at this point in time, Chase, okay, I'm going to give you advantage, okay, on your subduing the creature, trying to do what we were talking about next turn. It is that next turn now. So go ahead and roll another athletics, and this is
So I'm rolling an athletics check.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I said Chase, and I'm thinking about Amric. I still have to get through your turn. I apologize. Chase, it is your turn, If you would like to, you may go ahead and make a insight check as a free action.
Cool. I got to remind myself what my insight is.
Very low.
And that 24-23.
It is very aware, it is clear to you with a nat 20 that your companions currently are trying to subdue this creature rather than kill it. How would you like to help?
Ah, subdue. This is very Why is the reason clear why they want to subdue it? Because I kind of just want to kill it.
You think that maybe he feels some kind of way about losing his rocks that he never gonna, the ones that burned up after the Duke attack. Maybe he's trying to find himself a new pet to replace the one he lost.
Pat playing
Nah, I'm putting
therapist.
it out of its misery.
Oh fuck!
What are you doing?
Putting the thing out of its misery.
Oh
you're not.
my god! Okay, go ahead.
You know that Gracie's on top of it, fool.
Oh,
Hey, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what
Let's
happens.
see what
okay?
happens. Gracie might die again tonight.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I'd like
here
a
we
mount.
go again.
listen, this is
Oh,
not the
dear.
first time a flying creature's killed. Never mind, I'm just gonna shut up.
Because it is like I was gonna say, it's getting closer and closer to being subdued at this point in time. So I was gonna give Amric advantage on the whole athletics thing, and now I kind of feel like you would have advantage on an attack if you really wanted to have an attack. This thing is technically it is prone on the ground with everything
I
going
mean,
on.
If you do a
at
ranged
the end of the
attack,
day,
it's disadvantage.
I mean, at the end of the day, it killing it is pretty much subduing it at this point. So
No, it's not, you moron.
listen, we could get a lot of goods out of this. I'm just saying.
No, we can't.
Let's just see what happens.
You
Go
like
ahead,
to
Jim.
walk everywhere you go, moron?
What?
Yeah,
Hold on,
exactly.
hold on. Let's hold this conversation till after we decide after we find out what Andrew does. And Andrew, if you're rolling an attack, go ahead and make it so.
I'll go ahead and subdue it. Everyone else is freaking out about it. And honestly, why
I don't want
not?
you to feel peer pressure that you have to do something, but
What?
That is correct.
I don't.
You have free
Yeah,
will.
yeah, you do have free will.
What
Yeah.
the
I
hell
will
is
smite
that?
you if you kill this bird.
But if you are going to go ahead and attempt to also subdue it, I'm going to give you advantage on the attempt. It's got 2 ropes on it. It's got Gwen on its back. It's really not a whole lot, you can do at this point in time.
Am I doing the same thing since I'm subduing it with an athletics check?
Athletics or acrobatics, you get to choose.
So does that mean I have double advantage on athletics? Because I already have an advantage on athletics.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you fail with advantage, I'll give you an opportunity to roll again.
I'll take that. Uh, 17.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. It's opposed. Roll again.
Cool. 19.
Flash
So
of genius.
unfortunately,
That's a 24.
Damn.
yeah, it actually bucks you off as you try to. Yeah, it actually rolled really well for this at that point.
How high did it roll?
Yeah, no, I had a +6 with advantage on it. That's what I was like, wow, that.
It
I was gonna
must have
say, does
heard
it
that you
buck
were trying to
me
kill it.
off or?
No. Technically, no. So what I'm imagining going on is Amrit goes and throws a lasso over its head, and then Rogar goes and throws a lasso over its head, and they're pulling on it from different sides, and then you come up, Gwen, and you jump on top of it, and you kind of got it bogged down to where it's almost completely down to the ground, not really a whole lot where for it to go, and then Chase comes up to try to also help you subdue it, and it just kind of turns around and hits it with his butt, and he just, bounces off of it instead of getting the clean, jump on top of it. As he's jumping, it just happens to be turning that direction, and so he just bumps off of it. So he just
Wait,
doesn't
how
make
high did this thing roll?
I rolled an 18 the first time, and with disadvantage, I rolled a 17 the second time. It has a +6 for the attempt, so that makes it a 23 for the lowest one.
Yeah, but I gave him a flash of genius, which turned
Oh.
into a 24.
I apologize. Somehow I did not hear that. Okay. All right. So with that,
That's why he
you
said,
do
damn.
jump on top of it, and you also have it subdued. So it is prone. It is on the ground. It is restrained. Okay. Amory, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try to finish this thing off by subduing, and I might even try animal handling to like get closer and wrap it up.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an animal handling.
All right. Uh, 23.
Okay. All right. So you seeing that your party has it pretty well subdued, you go up with a burlap bag or burlap sack, and it'll, even though it's a little bit perturbed by the situation, not really sure what's going on, you're like, calm down, and you just take this burlap sack and kind of put it over its face. Okay, just to kind of shield its eyes and so forth. Try to calm it down a little bit. Bring it back down to not seeing it's all of his buddies all dead all over the ground, because that might be a thing as well. But yeah, it begins to calm down. We'll say takes you, this is going to take a significant amount of time. Okay, but we're going to say you spend a good portion of the day working with this animal, trying to calm it down and so forth. Of course, all the dead bodies around. What are you guys doing about the other terror birds?
We're I guess the party harvesting the meat.
Moving
Yeah, I
it
was
to
gonna
a
say-
location outside of its sight so it doesn't see us brutally butchering its fellow members.
That's what I was
Undertaken.
doing. Because if
Yeah,
you're just like, hey, everything's cool, you're fine, okay, you're good, and you're just slaughtering its sister, you're good. Don't worry about you. You're good. You're a good bird. Your sister here, not a good bird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You guys want to go ahead
Putting
and
a cloth over its face, being like, shh, don't worry, it's okay. It's okay.
would you guys like to go ahead and make a short rest?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
why not?
I'm going to say that you guys actually spend 2 hours in your short rest. Okay. 1 hour basically recovering and so forth. The other hour is spent working with the animal. Okay. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and make another animal handling check. You can make this one with advantage. Chris, go ahead and make another animal handling check. You can make this with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. All right. That's 15, and the second one is So the second was a nat 20. So
Okay.
which would
You're
plus
fairly
5 anyway.
familiar with these birds, as far as your time spending with the elves and so forth. You're from that kind of tribe situation, so you're fairly familiar with these birds. So you understand their tendencies and their so forth. You find some vegetation that it's known to eat. You of course have that meat that you had set out for it, so you do make sure that it's fed. And it's beginning to calm down. It is a little bit more chill. Is it wild? Absolutely, but it's not trying to
Yeah.
kill you anymore. Okay.
Well, that's a bonus.
it was disoriented and a little bit lost, not sure what all happened, with the big old fight and stuff like that. But yeah, you take it away from the area of combat and so forth. Meanwhile, I'd like to everyone to go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Perceptions. Ooh, very perceptive of you. Oh boy.
I got a 13.
I got 2 from Rogar. I got 13 from Gwen. What you got there from Spencer?
That's 15.
15. Andrew, what kind of perception you got going on right now?
A very
19.
perceptive one.
See? And Chris, what was that? Your perception?
Whoa.
12. Very good. Okay. So anyone that rolled over 15 should be Ryan, Andrew, and Gwen. Okay.
Yes.
You 3 notice that, while everyone's kind of chilling and so forth, that there is a bird of some kind that's flying. Now you guys all see the bird, mind you, flying around. It looks like a hawk of some kind. Okay. Meanwhile, Ryan, Gwen, and Spencer, you guys notice something peculiar about the bird. It's shiny.
Is it bronze?
It is made of bronze.
Oh wow. Chase, you should shoot it.
No.
Everybody, stay calm. It's the bronze dragon again. Don't shoot the fucking bird.
I'm
Um,
not crazy. I'm not gonna shoot it.
I
Okay.
was looking at Gwen.
with your short rest, you guys, let me just to appease everything for me. Let me get a survival check from you guys, from somebody, to find a nice place for you guys to rest. Otherwise, you guys are doing out in the middle of the
Definitely
Does
even
a
me,
15
because I got a 7.
24.
does a 15 work?
Yeah, so
24.
you guys find a nice shady spot underneath some of the rare trees that are found in the desert. You guys find a nice little chill spot and use some of your bedding to pitch a little bit of a makeshift tent just to kind of keep the sun off of you. This is going to keep you guys from having to roll. Yeah, thank you for the 24 survival. This is going to keep you from guys having to roll your endurance to continue forward, conditions and so forth. Okay. But there are a few hours yet to go before you make it to the Mirror Plaza, which is just beyond the desert. So as you guys continue moving forward, now that bird that's in the sky, it just kind of monitors you. It's not, just kind of flying around. Doesn't interact with you guys in any way. It just kind of watches you guys while you guys are there. As you guys begin to travel again, go ahead and roll me a percentile to see if we get a random encounter. This is random encounter number 4 of 5.
I'll do it if nobody wants to do it.
It's fine, you can do it.
Just making sure they're 2d10 here. 41.
41, very good. So that is no encounter. Okay, and you guys also go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
I'm about to ban this dice too. That's an 8.
Are we rolling?
Just a perception.
A perception. I'm perceiving a cat in front of me.
I got a 21 from Rogar. Andrew, would you like to roll a perception check for us?
You're a pain in the butt. Really? You kick the dice. That's better. Thank you.
And Ryan, what kind of perception are you rolling with right now?
A 7.
7 and an 8. I got a 21 from Cody. Cody, you you watch, keeping an eye on that bird that you saw, and you see it disappear towards the north. Okay, continues making its way north. The rest of you guys lose sight of it, not knowing where it went. Okay,
I rolled an
Um,
18.
except for you, Eric. You notice that it continued making its way north. Okay, but you guys do not see the bird in the sky anymore. Okay, as it is moved on. Continuing on through the deserts, you can see the walls of Veritha off in the distance and smoke billowing from its many chimneys. Go ahead and roll me another random encounter before we get there.
I can do this one.
Don't roll a 3, please. That's all I'm asking.
82.
82. Very good. Okay.
Atta girl.
So with that, you guys do make it to the walls of Veritha, which would stand open for you, not barred at all. Always open.
Wait.
They do not discriminate so much about who they have inside their walls. However, okay, as you guys are making your way in, you can see that the standard guard that are by the gates, they're kind of eyeing your weapons a little bit, then they look up and they kind of recognize you guys, like, okay, you guys are good. Okay.
Wait, what
Always
weapons?
good.
I don't think any of us have weapons.
There's like 7 pistols to your belt.
Normally you see that they don't really care too much about, this is the first time you guys coming through Veritha that the guards have ever like asked you guys anything, and they're just kind of looking at your weapons a little curiously, ask you to stop just for a moment. They don't trouble you very much. They just ask you to, can you show us the blade on your sword, please? Yeah, that's all they really ask.
Which sword?
All of them.
Okay, I'd show them my 2 swords.
They're happy. They just obviously they're checking for something. If anyone would like to roll insight, you may.
I will roll inside. I want to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled an 8. I'm doing so bad tonight.
Damn woman.
Gracie, it might be time for you to just not roll dice. D&D
No,
Yeah,
for
you're right.
real. I
watching
have
you.
banned like both of my
Amber.
die. I'm on my 3rd one.
Is it because Amric's here and you haven't seen his tight tush?
All right, so
No.
Amric and Rogar. Okay. You guys remember the last time you guys were
16
here? I'm so sorry.
was
One
mine.
time?
16 was mine. My
Very
insight.
good. So Amric, Rogar, and Spencer, you all remember the last time you were here, there was a group that operated within the cities called the Crimson Blades, and they were all noted by a crimson brand around their blade, sometimes a tassel that would hang from them, sometimes a jewel. Either way, there was some sort of insignia. With them checking your blades, they might be checking to see whether or not you're a member of the Crimson Blades, which could be interesting, could be odd. I don't know. Why would they care?
Well, it's like if they're looking for that and none of us have that,
Yeah,
then
they
maybe
let you
there's
pass.
something going on.
They let you pass with no trouble. You guys can inquire if you like.
Yeah, I would like to ask if there is anything going on within the walls of the city that we should be aware about.
The Crimson Blades have been expelled, cast out, no longer allowed. Apparently, attempt on one of the masked lady's lives. That'll do it.
Thank you for the info.
You do see, of course, the town of Veritha before you. And of course, there is the the charming hospitality of the patrons here within the confines of the city. You see some ladies outside of certain brothels, and of course different bars. You find the winos making their way out, puking in the alleys, pissing on the sidewalk. Um, it is just as charming as it ever has been. Okay. Um, and you find the Mirror Plaza ahead of you. Okay, if that is your destination, it is before you.
Yeah.
Yep, very good. You guys continue forward into the center of town, making your way towards the Mirror Plaza. You enter the lower settings of it. You still see, pardon me, you still see there are a number of patrons that still meander down in here in the cool area beneath the plaza itself. Beggars, some religious zealots, some people selling wares, people coming and going, buying and selling. Okay, seems like a place for uh, for like a makeshift market underneath the Mirror Plaza. But the steps, as you guys approach the steps, they are of course guarded as usual. Um, and the women guarding it, I'm sorry, the men guarding it, they're dressed in a, essentially like a loincloth. It's not really much, they love the gladness of the Mirror Plaza. Um, they 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 look to you and say, "Sorry, but the plaza is not open to visitors today." What would you guys like to say?
Sorry, but it's a matter of important business.
Is
I
that
hope
so?
you understand.
What kind of business might you have in the Mirror Plaza?
Uh, it's business relating to potential what you call it? Risk of collapse of the entire city and all of the land. I think it's of great importance.
They kind of look at each other. They kind of look back. You can see that you have a little difficulty understanding your vocabulary. Like what? And you hear,
There's an ancient red dragon on the loose, and you need a. We kind of need to warn everyone.
right,
So,
right, dragon, so forth. Of course, yeah, bug off. And you hear a voice coming from behind her, a little bit sweeter, a bit like honey. You hear, "I know that lisp." And as descending down the stairs, you see the same patron that had escorted you guys into the chamber the last time you arrived. Says, "Ah, yes, finally, finally. We've been wondering when you would grace our presence once again. Please, please stand aside, guards. Allow them to pass." They, of course, say that you are welcome in the bath. You know the standard protocol.
of course, thank you.
So she, of course, escorts you guys all into the bath area. Okay, so you guys all can get cleaned up and redressed. They're not allowing any of your equipment up into the Mirror Plaza. I want to make sure you guys know that. So all that lustrous equipment that you have, all that inventory and so forth, only things you have right now are loincloths. Okay, that is it. Loincloths and silk ropes. That is it. Okay, nothing else allowed. Once you guys are
Mage
clean,
armor. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
It was a joke. I said mage armor.
HR. Yeah, I mean, by all means, there's obvious a reason why they do that. Um, and after you guys are all cleaned and dressed, they escort you up into the plaza, and that's where I get to read the stuff that I made. This is gonna be fun. When you arrive in the Mirror Plaza, the top of it, the chamber is not a throne room. It is a circle, polished obsidian. and silver glass rise in gentle arcs. Light enters from nowhere obvious, no harsh shadows, no places to hide. Of course, you do see a plethora of pillows and blankets strewn out, some beds and different mats that you see people lounging upon. A small smile, practiced but sincere. You see a woman remove her mask. Okay, her mask is actually a little bit different than you've seen before. As you enter, most of the masks are made of wood. Okay, her mask is made of obsidian, just like the plaza itself. Okay, and you see that on the mask, you see these black obsidian roses that seem to be ornate in the mask. She removes the mask, showing her face being a dark elf. A small practiced smile, yet sincere. You've arrived. A slight pause, measured by a glance, as she looks over the lot of you. In one piece, no less. How fortunate for us. She inclines her head, just enough to let you know that she seems to give at least some care for you. We are glad you lived. Your survival is very convenient.
I do agree.
You may have believed this place to be a test you with force. After all, we definitely knew you were coming, and we definitely know why you're here. You may have expected resistance, conflict, deception, maybe even bloodshed. That is understandable. Valencia trained the world to expect cruelty. But we are not so inefficient. Force is what one uses when they lack leverage. We are not, we were not invited into her vision. So, of course, we built our own. She admires her, her area. Then she folds her hands. Veritha has a habit of breaking those who misunderstand it. And of course, with your curious actions as of late, I assure you I've been paying attention. Places you well above average of the normal adventurer. The codex that you have recovered and brought to me is not mine, nor is it yours. It is, however, necessary. She rests her fingers atop of the codex. This is why you came, is it not?
Yes, we require information from the codex.
And you would have stolen it back if you needed to, would you have not?
Only if seemed necessary, but we already knew you knew that, so.
Then you must have also known that you would have failed.
Correct.
But know this. I return it to you. Because
That's
you are
very
already
gracious of you.
entangled to it. And because disentangling you would be far too much effort on my part. Step
Marco.
forward, she says, casting her hand aside. They deserve context. And you see a woman step forward with a jeweled mask that you recognize from before. Moraine. She says, I see the dead walk freely these days. The wry smile. Good. It means I picked the right side. You may have thought myself to have met my demise. So was the man who was sent to kill me. But Zil warned me. He explained. He gave me a chance, an opportunity he was never given. He turned his back on the hand that day, and it would not be forgotten. I used that moment when Zil came to us with knowledge of an assassination contact and names. The Crimson Blades no longer operate in Verathia, you may have noticed. Where is Zil? Do not see him among you.
You're telling me you
I
have
was
the codex and don't know where Zill is? That's funny.
doesn't mean that she knows everything. And she
Yes,
doesn't she's
you
not the
don't have
one
to
reading.
worry about Zill anymore. He fought bravely and won, but lost his life along the way.
Just because they have the codex doesn't mean that it makes them omnipotent.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. Spencer finds it humorous.
Very
He died a hero's death.
Then we shall praise him as a hero. She calls to one of the servants. Calls for wine. And see the servant disappears and begins to come back into the room with a whole bunch of chalices on like a tray. Meanwhile, while they're doing this, you see a man enter into the Mirror Plaza from another room. A face you recognize. Frankly. Baron Frankfurt steps inside. He looks intact. No wounds. But his eyes are those of a man who has listened to the deep, perhaps, and not come away unchanged. So you can see he has a little bit something behind his eyes that wasn't there before.
Vampirism.
I was just saying, hold up, is this the actual Frankfurt, or was this like the Frankfurt from like Thronehaven Frankfurt?
Good question. Lady Vaughn regards Franklin the way one might regard a cracked but still functional instrument. You recognize this Rogar, and you recognize this Spencer, like a tool that doesn't quite work the way it used to. Baron Frankfurt had been misplaced. But you endured, did you not, Franklin? And that may prove useful. He straightens up. Diplomat instincts seem to kick in as he seems to play the part. But still a bit frayed. My ship was sunk by Terranova's navy, no doubt. But I had already been beneath the waves. I treated with the CL Enclaves. They have opinions about Valencia. It shares a glance from Lady Vaughn. And fears about vampires that persist. The Black Hand adapts, and Lady Vel's influence continues to ripple onward. I am glad to see you all again. So Baron
too.
Frankfurt returned talking about how he wasn't dead, even though he was beneath the ocean. But he wasn't beneath the ocean because his ship had sank and he had died, but because he was treating with elves that live beneath the sea.
Very interesting. Likely story.
Lady Vaughn
Glad-
continues. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys to.
I was just saying, glad to know that you're safe.
I'm sorry.
Gwen's just telling Frankfurt that she's glad that he's safe.
And I heard terrible things. Something about a dragon coming out of a volcano. Terrible.
Yeah. So, if I am to be completely honest with you, we are here for the book, and the information that we need is if all the crypts are still sealed and all the undead are not getting out, the location of a specific someone, and they are a steel dragon. Also, the location of the red dragon and where it is rampaging.
In the crypts.
Yes.
World beneath the seas star. I'm sorry. The world beneath the sea stirs, Lady Vaughn continues. And the world above it burns. And between them, gestures, between them, stand those foolish enough to walk forward. She points at you.
Yes. That is us. The foolish idiots that are putting our lives in the way of straight on danger and certain death.
She gives a smile. Patterns like these do not emerge without design, you must know. And design implies authorship. You have stepped into a narrative already in motion. And of course, referring to the Black Hand, everything. There's things that are going on that maybe you guys, don't exactly understand exactly. She turns to an attendant who produces a velvet case. The attendant brings forth and produces the small velvet case that they then open, and inside you find black rose brooches. Just enough for all. Each slightly different, petals wrought with shadows and metal. Wear these, she says. They will dull the eyes that seek you. They will not make you invisible, but uncertain. Do you understand what she's telling you?
Yes, I am very well aware that it is a brooch of anti-scrying.
As you guys know already, there's a syndicate of divination mages that have your scent.
Yes.
Moraine speaks back up. You are not alone. Know that. Even when it feels like maybe you should be, you're not. Frankfurt speaks up. The world believes you are dangerous. That's good. Danger is harder to silence, though. Lady Vaughn then continues, handing the codex to Frankfurt, no doubt, telling her, give it to them. I know it is what you recommended. You will take the codex, she says. You will address the crypts you disturbed. And when the world finally asks who moved the pieces, smiles. We will say nothing. Whatever you choose, just try not to be boring. We will be watching. But of course, one more thing. If you fail, if you do, please fail decisively. Half measures create messes.
Yes. Of
Good,
course.
good thing I guess we're not gonna fail, huh?
We will fight till our last breath if we have to.
All right, so open the floor here. Okay, we got a little bit of time before wrap up. Any questions you guys want answered? This is the time.
Yes, of course. First, the crypts. Are they sealed?
The crypts. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
You want to know if you want to read into the codex to find out if they are sealed or not.
Correct.
All right. I don't have stuff written for that. But we'll do something.
Yes, they are. They're all sealed. Moving on.
No, they are not.
So sad.
But what about the steel dragon?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I was going to get to the Man of Steel later.
Lady Vaughn says, so I'm assuming this means that you may possess the codex, but you do not know how to wield it.
How can you say that without me rolling for it? I'm a smart guy.
Are you?
I would say so.
I've got something for you. I'm just going to find it.
Sure, take your time. I'm only standing here in my loincloth.
Something I may, but never actually knew if I was going to use it or not. I decided I am. If I can actually find this thing. That's why I have to make little deals here and there with PDFs. I keep it all organized. Otherwise, I write all this stuff out, prepare all this crap, and it all gets jumbled. I think of this little by little, bit by bit, and kind of knit it together. Okay. So, Lady Vaughn, walks over across the room to you. She puts her hand above the codex and then turns and looks at one of the mirrors and says, Perhaps this will help. You see the codex disappear. You see the
My
mirror.
baby.
Okay. You see the silvered mirror turn black. Its reflection falters. A shape steps forward. A figure robed in black and silk. Okay. The edges of their cloak unraveled into drifting ink. So it looks like from their robes, basically there's ink spilling on the floor wherever they go. Okay. They don't seem to make any sounds of footsteps, as though they do not carry any weight whatsoever. They're just simply a presence. The mask then turns towards the party, completely black, smooth obsidian black, reflecting only vague shapes, even seeing yourselves within it. You stand upon the hinge of a story. One path closes behind you, three open ahead of you, and only one leads home. From the fingertip letters unraveled into the air, silvery runes seem to twist out of the mirror surrounding her, and you realize that this entity is the codex. Mezodius moves. Chimeras scream beneath black waters. The Duchess sharpens the night like a blade. The world seems to exhale, and you carry choices that will outlive you. Your shadows grow long. Heroes walk wisely. The breeze shifts as you command. Basically saying that you guys have the ability to change things. Okay. So now then, with that little insert thing, whatever, you ask specific questions. Are the crypts all sealed? Correct? That was one of the questions.
That is correct.
She says the crypts are not all sealed. In fact, the one very beneath our feet now lies open. And upon the bodies of the fallen crimson blades within the steps, the dead will reach the top. Basically, they're taking, from that, you guys heard about the whole Crimson Blade thing. Just imagine that they're killing the Crimson Blades and dropping them in that hole. So just more undead coming, basically. Okay. So that kind of has to stop. But yeah, so the crypts below, they're not exactly sealed, but there is that well. Seal that well, seal it off. Okay. Says there is a crypt to the north in Tasmal that has been disturbed. Its seal's been broken. The dead walk. You asked another question.
Yes,
That was about the dragon.
that is correct.
Okay. Where this silver dragon is located.
Steel.
Says a small farm not far from where Aquilonia once resided. Upon the shores, golden wheat. So basically, somewhere upon the shores of where Aquilonia once was, there is a farm. A farm that grows wheat. You'll have to find that farm. Okay.
Wait, so this book has vanished and does no longer exist right now.
It has turned into this person who is
Great.
literally answering your questions as best as possible.
Great.
And so, there are any other questions you had? There was anything else?
Anybody else have any questions before I ask something of it?
Not, no question here.
Oh. Cody asked if what you call it? If there is a location of a weapon capable of killing or sealing a dragon away. And yeah, the location of this weapon, if possible.
Yes. Yes, there is a way. There is a weapon. In fact, there's a location. You could travel to find said weapons. They are guarded by the Dragon's Bane.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And she tell you where that location is. I will have to look at my map. Nope, not there. Mount Baldane.
You got that, Crazy?
Yes, I'll write that down.
So you can actually, if you look at the map of Thalia, there's an island in the south called Mount Baldane. Okay. Called Vorane. And on that particular island is a volcano called Mount Baldane. And she's saying that in that volcano,
In that volcano.
is dead. No, it's what that's where the Dragon's Bane is. Okay.
Okay.
And that's basically where the Dragon's Bane would be. Okay.
Got it.
So if you want to find a way to kill a dragon, it's no one better than the greatest dragon slayer this world has ever known. However, do they still exist or not? You know, there was a whole thing a couple of sessions ago where the dragons were debating that very topic.
Yeah, that's why I said that was a problem. He said Dragon's Bane.
All right.
It's almost as if I
Anybody
leave
else?
all these things together.
Yeah.
Huh?
Anybody else have any questions before I request something?
Are the vampires that were following Valencia still roaming about Auroria?
Mazodius persists.
Is it the general vampire that has beef with me?
Yeah, she did say when she, kind of climbed out of the mirror or whatever, that Mazodius moves, suggesting that he is still alive.
Okay. I didn't know he had a name.
Yeah, okay, that is Mazodius. That is the vampire. The vampire that you technically killed turned into gas and
Turn
disappeared.
into a fart cloud and live.
He sure did. He sure did. you hit him real good. He's like, all right. Any other questions?
From me, I have a request.
Okay.
Will you join us in speaking to this steel dragon to show him his past, proving to himself who he truly is, so that we can speak to him in his true form?
Of course. The being says that they are at your disposal.
Thank you very much.
So to keep this kind of whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna do this thing, okay, where Lady Vaughn actually hands you a mirror, just like a little,
Hell
like a
yeah.
compact. Okay, so you could open this compact. Basically, it would be a mirror on the top. Ladies' compact little thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So opens up this thing, and you see that entity. Okay, dissolve and get sucked into the mirror. She then closes and hands it to
Thank you very much. This will aid us quite immensely.
you. It is still what it always was. It was never really a book, nor is it an entity. It is but a story. The story takes many forms.
Nice.
Was there other questions we had? And basically, I'm going to make it really easy to you. You can just open up that little compact thing and just talk to the mirror, and the mirror will talk back to
Great.
Mirror, mirror on the
I
wall.
was, God
Who's
damn it,
there?
I was going to say that.
you. Here.
Late at night, you hear Spencer. Mirror,
Two
mirror on
idiots
the
fighting
wall.
over
Who's
a
the
mirror.
prettiest of them all?
It's Spencer, I knew it.
It's great.
So with all that, was there anything else you guys wanted to do?
No, I think this is a good stopping point before
I'm
we
just
Fantastic
venture
stopping point.
out.
Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot myself in the foot real quick. Should we roll the D100?
this one, or you want to roll one?
No, should we roll the D100 for the dragon?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to. Would you guys like to roll? Or you want me to?
Ryan.
Don't let Cody roll.
Don't think you roll. Your parents may die.
Don't burn the tree down. Because I believe everyone is at the tree at this point.
Are you rolling or do you want me
I'll
to
roll
roll?
it. I'll kick myself in the foot, it's fine. 51.
51. Okay. Let me see where that ends up.
And we're gonna let it burn, burn, burn.
Dang, he really pulled a Ellie Goulding.
I really want to find that fire that I had made for that. I know it's here. I've used it multiple times. And it is perfect for stuff like this. That's why I made it. I made it all the way back in Nightfall, so that is like several years ago. So it's all the way down here, like the junk drawer of tokens.
That's funny.
There it is. Found it. Way better. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing.
I was about to say, I'm just listening to a man play with his figurines.
Yeah, you should.
Crackle, crackle, pop, pop.
So last time we played this area.
Correct.
Yeah. Cooked. Okay. You're 50.
51, but yes.
51. Okay. That is not great.
It's right above where we are.
That's here. Which would be the area of where one of the Wood Elf settlements.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So that area is now engulfed in Flameless Spot. That's
Great.
what's so big.
It could have been worse.
Just supposed to be like area on the map, but try to cover it all up, just give you an idea that that's where it is. Okay. But yeah,
Yep.
so those two areas currently are burning. And we'll find out, next time we play if there's any additional areas that end up burning. Okay. Would anyone else like to do anything before we conclude with tonight's festivities?
Not that I could think of.
Let's say I'm pretty good. So
In that case, remember this stream is brought to you by W Energy. I did not realize I had a. How long has this campaign been going on? Well, how long would you guys say this campaign has been going on? How long we've been playing this particular game?
I think we started back in around August or something.
Something like that.
The guy number 99, that's that, says, "Oh, that's cool. I like seeing behind the scenes." Yeah, I do a little bit of things so you guys can see. So viewers can see like all the character sheets, the monsters, the random encounter tables. I do all that stuff right there. Just slowly trying to do all that stuff. Like my whole YouTube, special behind the DM screen. So I was thinking about that a little bit. Why hide it from the viewers? Let them see what I'm doing. I'll let you see what I'm doing. Doesn't matter to me. Not I guess you guys, unless you guys are watching the stream too. It's fine. It's cool. I don't really care. Ain't gonna change anything on my part. But okay, so I was saying something. Sorry. How long do you guys think we've been playing?
Around like August, I believe.
Cody said March 2025.
Was it March?
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Just I forget to do all these things. But add that little promo code down into the chat, so in case anyone is curious about what the promo code was, that is what it is. Jenkins 10, all capitalized. Head over to www.w.gg to find W Energy. Okay, it is clean energy. It is also all natural. No artificial. Well, glasses on, but I do know that they say there's no actual sugar in here. Okay, it's all natural ingredients and so forth, all 100% natural. Does it really give jitters? Uh, Cody, you use it too. I know that much. I was concerned originally with Cody because he has like a heart palpitation type area thing. So he went and checked with his doctor, and he was like, "No, you're good." He checked out of the ingredients and stuff like that. His doctor said it was okay for him to be drinking as well. So just saying, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying Cody's doctor said it was okay for him, which is pretty cool. Um, so if energy drinks sometimes make your heart pound, that doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. Helps keep your mind sharp. Helps keep you in whatever you're doing. It's designed for gamers. It's not designed for you running out and doing stuff. It's for you to be here and be active, which is a whole different thing. Okay. But anyway, enough talking about that. Remember, I am registered on Start Playing. So in case you're looking to pick up on your own D&D game, but don't know how to get started, remember you can go over to Start Playing and start playing D&D today. Starting off with any one of a million different DMs playing a million different types of games, from whether it be maybe you're into cyberpunk, or you like Call of Cthulhu, or you like second edition D&D, or whatever the case may be. Well, they've got all that stuff there. They've got regular DMs ready to do that regularly every week. Make sure you go over and check that out in case you're having a difficult time finding a game to play for yourself. Remember to go over to Start Playing, and you can start playing today. And with that, I think that's all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. One link at a time. One link at a time is the place where I keep on telling him I want to mention his stuff out here. Adam is so cool. I buy a whole lot of little knickknacks and dice and whatever from One Link at a time. Okay, Um, I'll have to grab a description. I'll put that stuff in the description next time. I'll start doing all that stuff. But yeah, not an official sponsor, but he's so cool. I buy all my dice exclusively from him. He kind of follows my channel, so sure. Go ahead and throw him out a shout from time to time. Adam and the Dice Queen, they're awesome. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you guys. Okay, unless you guys have anything else for me. All right. Well, in that case, be kind to everyone, because we are all in this together. And with that, say good night, everyone.
Good
Have a
night.
good night.
All right. And where's the thing? Stuff. There it is. And